Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show him skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheels. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glow in him? I'm giving it so to kill. My doing it so to kill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Bush. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Bush, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw. Hayes, and the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Hayes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson being chased out left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. I got it. Mike 3. Combo. Echo.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bandit. Bandit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You got 3.
To throw on second down. Hayes, complete. It's Johnson. Room here to run. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, Hayes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
What's tight? Tight ends right. 4 down, check. 4 down. Like 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into...
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 29-yard line. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Come to my world. Check 9. Ready, go. Tight dog.
Great stone. Come on. Orbit. Let's go. Ready, go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 3. Watch the pass. 0-0. Mike 3. Watch it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the ball.
Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 42, Ravens nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. Nifty move.
The Ravens take over.
That's it, that's it. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You better be ready.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go. Take the Pittsburgh. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hayes buying time to his left. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's go. It's our time. He's cracked.
They go play action with Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there, a punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, it's done. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st down, Bush. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking to throw. Hayes escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 1. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From a yard out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it with Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A give. This is Bush. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
63. Ravens nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the draw, here's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Check 24. Watch the edge. 64. Wait.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
56. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
56. Check 56. 6 man.
On 1st down, they stick with Bush. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Bush. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tennessee, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the my time.